करने के लिए जो भारत को हरित ऊर्जा की दिशा में एक अग्रणी देश बनाते हैं, उनकी एक रूपरेखा दुनिया के सामने रखी गई थी। COP28 में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के संबोधन पर सभी की निगाहें हैं और इसलिए ये और भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है क्योंकि G20 के दौरान Green Development Pact
that are coming in from COP28, which remember is taking place in Dubai. It's a climate change fight back where the world really is converging. Top world leaders, visuals of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also in Dubai. India is the leading voice and the Prime Minister will be launching key drives. Let's go straight to our colleague Abhishek, who's been tracking those developments, now joining us. Abhishek, help us understand the agenda as far as COP28 is concerned and what is going to be India's role as well as India's position.
India has been a vocal supporter of the targets that were set in Paris Agreement in 2015, and India has done a lot to achieve those targets which Prime Minister Modi has set for the country. And those targets of renewable energies, increase in the overall energy consumption basket, less dependence on fossil fuel, phasing out of coal, and exploring new ways to generate renewable source of energy like green hydrogen or biofuel project corridor. These are the steps that the government has taken in that direction to achieve the target set by itself as per the Paris Accord. But now what Prime Minister is going to do during the entire day is going to have about 8 bilateral conversations with the leaders who are coming to participate in the meeting. And these the most likely French President Emmanuel Macron, who is also going to be there, could be the one leader with whom Prime Minister Modi is going to have a bilateral conversation. Remember, in 2015, during the Paris Agreement, the foundation stone of International Solar Alliance was also done, and India and France has been the founding members of International Solar Alliance, which has been now ratified by more than 100 countries around the world, and which has a motto of one Earth, one solar system, one sun. So there's a lot that India is doing, but at the same time, Prime Minister Modi is also going to convey the concerns of India, because about 150 crore population needs to be elevated to the standard of living that the developed world is having right now. So though India's India's carbon emission is high, respective to other countries, but at the same time, per capita carbon emission is not very much high as per the global standard. So this is what India's position has been, that even if it wants to phase out fossil fuel, it will need some decades before it could actually shift its entire energy consumption to more, less polluting aspect of fuels or renewable energy sources.
So Abhishek, what we're also understanding from an India perspective, that the Prime Minister in fact will have 7 bilateral meetings. He will also deliver as many as 4 speeches and also be part of 2 special initiatives on climate events. But the missing leaders, that's also a big point to talk, which is United States as well as China. Because if you see their contribution as far as Climate Commission is concerned, that's one of the highest.
Well, see, India and China, they are late comers in the overall race to industrialization and development. So while China is little ahead of India, it started its massive industrialization process in 80s. India's the catching up with the global standard of developed countries definition, India is also doing a lot, and that would require a lot of industrialization, a lot of infrastructural work. And that will need energy consumption as well. And with a kind of traditional fuel base that we are currently consuming, it becomes necessary that India will continue to use those fossil fuels unless and until other alternatives are suggested and made available at a price which is affordable to Indian government or Indian economy as well. Because there are a lot of innovation, there are a lot of energy sources that are coming up in the market, but they are very new, very novel, and they are not at a level where it can be used at a very smaller segment or normal people-to-people level. There is green hydrogen, then there are electric batteries which are still not that affordable, and there are a lot of logistical arrangement also that needs to be done in order to save or in order to shift your entire energy consumption on this renewable aspect. So until that happens, India's growth rate will require energy consumption at a rate that is about third or fourth rank in the world, and that is a reason why India would need another 2 decades at least before it could go at a level when before the industrialization pace in India will be slowed down, and the energy emission or the carbon emission of India will also be less.
Abhishek, keep a close eye on all those developments for us. We'll also keep tracking all these developments and the big voices from COP28.